watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV.
Meteorologist Janessa Webb tracking a DMV first warn day. Going into your Monday morning, we are tracking the transition of rain over to snow. Who will see accumulation? I have your full forecast coming up.
Plus, a man and a child found dead inside of a car. That grim discovery in Maryland this afternoon. What we know about those killed. And a lost opportunity. Dozens of businesses forced to close after a bomb threat targeting a drag brunch. We've got the fallout during the busy shopping season. And finding solutions, the latest on DC's surveillance program aimed to catch criminals of violent crimes. And good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 this Sunday evening. I'm Ben Dennis. And can I negotiate my rent? That's also upcoming in the next hour. But first, Prince George's County Police are investigating a domestic murder-suicide in a parking garage, rather. Officials say that happened on Mercantile Lane in the Landover area. Police were sent to the scene for a welfare check. When they arrived, they found a man and a child in a car suffering from gunshot wounds. Both were pronounced dead on scene. Police say there is no ongoing threat to the community at this hour. That investigation is still ongoing. And continued coverage after that deadly tornado outbreak yesterday in Tennessee. At least 6 people were killed, dozens sent to the hospital, power knocked out for tens of thousands. Folks living in Tennessee shared more about their experiences during those tragic storms.
We all hunkered down in the floor right there, and then the next thing we know, it just sounded like an explosion went off. You could hear stuff flying everywhere.
I was down in my man cave, and all of a sudden a high wind came through, and all I knew, my house came down on me, on my back, and my grandkids were coming down there with me, and it fell on them too.
And as that storm moved further east, tornado warnings were posted in and around Raleigh, North Carolina, while powerful storms had crossed the state. But today, officially a DMV first warn day at DC News Now. Again, that system passing through Tennessee, heading our way here at home. Conditions, you can see, quite foggy, hard to see out there on the Potomac River. For that, right over to our chief meteorologist, Janessa Webb, and for Scott Sumner tonight. Janessa, we know that a flood watch has been dropped in our area, but you're still forecasting cold wind and even some snow. Yeah,
our temperatures have begun to drop across the region. You can see our live cam out towards the metro area shaking quite a bit, and that is really what is going to be kind of what hurts your feelings tomorrow morning as this temperature drop continues. Right now, sustained winds, that's a constant wind speed of 25 miles per hour for DC. I am expecting that to reach 25 to potentially 40 miles per hour overnight as the front continues to track into Prince George's County, Baltimore County as well. It's not too bad for the mountain peak areas of Luray into Woodstock. Visibility also going down. When I show you this map, it should always be a perfect 10. And so you can see 7 miles in front of you, which isn't super bad, but I'm expecting that to go downhill as well here in the next 5 to 6 hours. Rain continues to be very steady. We've seen copious amounts of moisture, at least an inch in all locations of the DMV so far, and I am forecasting an additional inch of rain expected. Here's kind of the heaviest bulk out towards Northern Virginia, Rappahannock into Fauquier County from Dale City, I-95 corridor, Quantico to Faconia, seeing the bulk of this moderate rain flow. But here is the transition, and this is the big what if this makes its way across areas of Winchester, Hagerstown. I am expecting that dividing line of a temperature profile to transition over to snow. Will this reach the DC metro area? I have the details coming up.
Janessa, thank you. Police in Frederick County, Virginia say that they've arrested a groomsman for shooting somebody at a wedding reception. It happened around 7 p.m. on Jordan Springs Road in Stevenson just yesterday. Police say the suspect, John Morningstar, was asked to leave the reception at the historic Jordan Springs venue because he was too intoxicated. Well, then he threatened to return and shoot anyone still there. Then he hopped into his car and did some donuts in a parking lot. That's when another guest confronted Morningstar, allegedly shooting the wedding guest in the leg before leaving. Police stopped Morningstar down the road and says that he likely shot himself in the foot. Police found several guns and ammo in his car. He's facing several charges. And Maryland authorities say that 4 people are hurt in a crash, including a child, after being ejected from a horse and buggy. Officials say the buggy crashed with a pickup truck just before noon today. at the intersection of Route 5 and Pincushion Road in the Leonardtown area of St. Mary's County. The 4 people hurt were sent to a nearby hospital. 2 with life-threatening injuries. The horse died as a result. Police do not believe speed or alcohol was a factor. And in the district, 3 inmates at the city jail were hurt in a stabbing today. The city's Department of Corrections say that officers immediately responded. Those who were hurt included those who were treated on site. Also, others sent to local hospitals. Their injuries non-life-threatening, we're told. That incident is still under investigation. And it's back to work tomorrow for more than a dozen Tacoma Park, Maryland businesses. A bomb threat, you'll remember yesterday, had forced them to close briefly. But fortunately, investigators determined that threat was not credible. Meantime, DC News Now's Dave Laval tells us how one of the affected businesses is bouncing back after the disruption during the holiday rush.
Everyone at the Motorcat restaurant feels pretty good despite the steady rain, which comes one day after someone called in a bomb threat here.
So it seems like we're at worst back to normal.
Mike Rothman and his staff are back at work despite some frightening moments over the weekend. Someone threatened to blow up the restaurant Saturday during a drag story time event. The restaurant and 17 other businesses in the area closed for several hours while investigators searched for a bomb. Tacoma Park Police and Montgomery County Police found nothing.
Everybody seems to have rebounded well. You know, a good night's sleep always helps.
Main Street Tacoma on Sunday called for the community to support the affected businesses throughout the holiday season, which is their busiest time of the year. Restaurant managers told us they appreciate the help.
The margins for a lot of these businesses are pretty razor thin, and losing really any amount of business can be pretty disheartening.
I think we need to rally in response to that instead and show that we're not gonna let fear stop us from supporting our communities.
The bomb threat also forced the cancellation of a second drag time story event. Restaurant managers told us that will be rescheduled. In Tacoma Park, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thanks to Dave tonight. The shelves of the Country Boy Market in Montgomery County will soon be empty. The owner announced the store will be closing after 68 years of service. Customers were shocked hearing that the doors to the Silver Spring staple would be closing for good. Owner James Barnsley says he's happy about the support locally, and the closure means customers will look for a new place to shop.
It has a lot of history, so I remember the original Country Boy over by where the Wheaton Metro is now, and it brings back a lot of good memories from when I was a kid, and I always like to support the local establishment.
Nearly 70 years. The store opened in 1955 in Wheaton as a roadside stand before moving to its current Silver Spring location 28 years later. The doors closed for good in about 2 weeks. Parents in Prince George's County are calling leaders to work together and provide safer routes to school for students. Just last month, a driver in a van hit and killed 2 children walking to class. DC News Now's Jan Marisa spoke to parents and city leaders about the changes they want to see.
Several parent-teacher organizations across Prince George's County are calling on police to work with local governments to fill the large number of crossing guard positions. They say they want to make sure that no child is ever hurt again while trying to get an education.
So for me, it very much felt like it hit home. Like I said, it could have been anybody or municipality.
Selena Benitez is a mom to an 8-year-old, and she's also the mayor of the city of Mount Rainier. Last month's tragedy when 2 Riverdale elementary students were hit and killed by a van while walking to school has many parents on edge.
Hold my daughter extra tight that day, figuring I had just dropped her off when this happened, and we do not want to make sure another child loses their life.
In a November press conference, Prince George's County schools and police said they're actively working to fill the large number of openings for crossing guards. Benitez, along with several parent-teacher organizations, are calling on police to hire more by January or work with the city governments to help fill these positions.
Support and collaborating to make sure that, kids are able to walk, to be able to bike to school, right? But how can we do this if the kids are not safe?
In Mount Rainier, the mayor says they have candidates, but 1, they need funding, and 2, candidates need to be given the option to work in the city they live in.
If the county is able to fund the money to be able to cover some of the costs, we could potentially either hire people, because we have residents that might want to do those, the opening and, when the kids come in and go go out, right? That might be easy for them to do it in their city instead of like traveling to a city that's further away.
Parents say they also want state leaders to find additional ways to ensure their kids are safe to and from school.
We know it's not one cookie cutter thing for all. It's various things that we need to do to address it, reducing the speed, make sure we get more funding to like create safe pathways for schools, making sure the streets and sidewalks where they walk are also like, safe for them to be able to walk.
Reporting in Mount Rainier, I'm Yamarie Sase, DC News Now.
Thanks to Yamarie. DC is opening a real-time crime center to help tackle the rising crime rates. That center is expected to open in about 2 months, and it will be a hub for law enforcement to monitor surveillance cameras 24/7 in real time. More than 300 cities and counties across the U.S. have these types of centers to help police respond to criminal activity. Each center based on the needs of the area, using security cameras, school cameras, and even license plate readers. DC Police Chief Pamela Smith reveals how that crime center would work.
We will not be using AI and/or facial recognition. The RTCC will serve as the nerve center of law enforcement in the District of Columbia.
The DC Real-Time Crime Center is set to open in February of next year. DC Fire and EMS, they're ringing in the holiday season celebrating Hanukkah. This coin drop here, known as gelt. You can see fire officials up on that ladder dropping the traditional chocolate coins to children below. Officials say despite the rain, they were able to take to the streets to make a difference for the local Jewish community.